Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 4 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a variety channel like this one and you want to see more videos, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you my top 10 tips for hosting a gaming party. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you my top 10 tips for hosting a gaming party. So at the weekend, my son had a birthday party. It's not his birthday until August, but I organised it early because a lot of people are away in August, and I just wanted him to have a party. He hasn't had a party for a couple of years, so we felt like it was a good idea and something he would enjoy. So we decided to host a party this year, and he had a great time, and I did a games theme party which the kids loved as well. And I just thought I'd share with you my top 10 tips for hosting a party. My first top tip is to pick a date and a time for the party. I had a little look on the internet and it did say that you should really be flexible on date and time in case some of your guests won't be able to make it. If you're inviting certain people that you really want to be there, then that's a good idea, but we were only inviting a small amount of Ted's school friends, so we didn't mind if 1 or 2 couldn't make it. So we actually picked a specific date and time for the party. My next top tip is to decide on a theme. So my son, for example, loves computer games. He loves playing on his Switch, so we decided to have a computer games themed party. He really likes Fortnite as well, so I bought some Fortnite decorations which I will talk about later in this video, and we decided to have a Fortnite themed party. The kids were really excited by this party and my son was really excited as well. So I'd pick something that your children would like, or you would like if you're doing this for yourself. Something you're interested in or your kids are interested in, I think always makes the best parties. My third top tip is to plan your guest list. So my husband and I sat down with our son and we asked him exactly who he would like to invite. We didn't invite the whole class because we had hired a pop-up arcade, so we were limited to 10 children, 9 including Ted, but Ted only wanted about 9 children to come to his party, so it worked out perfectly for us. We made a list of those children and then we wrote invitations to those children as well, and I will talk about the pop-up arcade and invitations in a moment. But what I would say is just to sit down with your child, if you are limited to numbers, to sit down with your child and ask them exactly who they'd like to invite to their party. My next top tip is to determine a budget. So my husband and I sat down and decided exactly how much we wanted to spend on this party. We had both done a bit of research beforehand. Because Ted wanted a games themed party, we had researched companies that could come to the house and entertain the children with computer games. So we had an idea of how much it would cost, and then we found a company that fit within that ballpark figure. My fifth top tip is to find a venue or host it at home. So my husband and I decided to host it at home this year. We didn't want to add to the costs of the pop-up arcade that we had already hired. We had a big enough space in our garden to accommodate the pop-up arcade as well. Again, I will link the pop-up arcade in the description box below for you. So when you host it at home, it does save you money, but I would say that you do have to think about numbers. As we were only having a small amount of children, we could fit them in quite nicely. We brought in some spare garden furniture and put it at the end of our table, and everybody sat around the table to eat their dinner after they played in the pop-up arcade. So it worked out perfectly for us. So yes, I would definitely think about finding a venue. If your house isn't big enough or you don't feel as though you want children in your house, then I would hire a venue personally. But we really enjoyed hosting it at home, and I think the children all enjoyed being here as well. My next top tip is to hire the entertainment. So as I've mentioned previously, we had decided on a computer games themed party, so we decided to hire a computer games themed company, and we found the Pop-Up Arcade. They are the ultimate gaming party at home. That's what it says on the website. This isn't an advert for them, but I just thought they were a really good company, so I wanted to give them a shout out, and of course use them as an example of the entertainment that we hired for our son's party. My son really enjoyed his birthday party, and I did think they were a really good company as well. So they can set up in your back garden, and they can also set up in your home as well, and they can set up in any weather as well. So they have a tent that they put up, and then they have lots of screens that they can also put up, and the kids can sit and play on the screens. We booked the party for 2 hours, but you can book it for an hour and a half if you think the kids will get a bit bored. My son actually gave the company a 10 out of 10, so they were a good company. So as I said, I would definitely decide on the entertainment, and I would definitely choose Pop-Up Arcade again. My next top tip to organising a party is to invite your guests. So Ted and I went online and we had a little look at party invitations, and we found ones that we really liked. So we bought them and we invited Ted's friends. On the invitations we had time and date. We also had the place of where the party would be held, at home obviously, and we also had a theme as well. I also included a menu at the back so the children could choose which meal they wanted for their dinner, and the theme was obviously gaming theme, so we chose some gaming theme party invitations, and it did get the kids very excited, I have to say. My next top tip is to line up some help. So as it was only a small party, my husband and I were able to cope with the amount of children in our house. But if you were having a bigger party, or if you'd hired a venue, then I would suggest you ask perhaps your relatives to help you. Nans and granddads are always great for help. If you haven't got nans and granddads, then perhaps some of the parents of the children could help you as well. As I said, as ours was only a small party, we were able to cope with the amount of children in the house, but obviously if you're having a bigger party, then I would definitely ask for help or hire some help. My next top tip is to do your research. As my son wanted a gaming themed party, my husband and I went online and we had a look at computer games companies that could come to the house and entertain the children, and we found the perfect one, as I mentioned earlier, the Pop-Up Arcade. Ted and I also went online to look for gaming themed invitations as well, and we found those. And I also went online to look for Fortnite themed decorations. My son is a huge Fortnite fan, so I found some really great decorations online, and I will insert a picture here of those. I'm not sure what any of it is, but apparently it's brilliant. So yes, I found some really great decorations on Amazon as well, and I will link those in the description box below for you. And my final top tip is to devise a schedule. So if you are organising a party and you're not having entertainment, but you're wanting the children to do activities, then I would devise a schedule for those activities. For us, because we'd hired a company to come to the house and entertain the children, the kids had 2 hours of gaming time, and then we set an hour aside for dinner at the end of the day. So yes, I would really recommend that you devise a schedule and try to stick to it as best you can. That's my top 10 tips for organising a kids party, and that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.